Welcome to the Ureka series by UNext. I'm Priya Prabhu and today we are going to talk about prompt engineering. I'm sure this question must have been bothering you as to why do some prompts give you accurate results while some give you very generic answer. So today, let's unlock the perfect formula to master prompting with any LLMs like ChatGPT or Google Bard. In this topic, you will be able to interpret what is prompt engineering and its basic structure, apply the theory of prompt engineering to a case scenario. First of all, let's understand what is prompt. Prompt is nothing but the input instructions and context passed to a language model in order to achieve a desired task. Getting the most out of an LLM is by understanding how to work with it to achieve your desired output. Then, what is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is a process of carefully crafting a set of prompts or input queries that are used to guide the user towards a desired outcome. This technique is commonly used with large pre-trained language models where the model is fine-tuned or guided by providing specific instructions through prompts. Small changes in the prompt can lead to significant variations in the output. Just as better ingredients can make a better lunch, better inputs into a generative AI model can make for better results. First, let's understand the basic building blocks while creating a prompt. It comprises of 7 parts: instruction, context, input data, example, persona, output format, and tone. This is also listed in the order of importance or priority, starting from instructions to tone. All the 7 blocks are not mandatory for every prompt. What is mandatory is instruction. Context, input data, and example are important, whereas persona, output format, and tone are good to have. To understand why instructions are mandatory, let us look at this prompt. I am a tester and new to this role. This is the context. Generate sample test data for testing a new social media app is the instruction given to the LLM. Instruction. This is the task that is assigned to the large language models like ChatGPT or Bard through the prompt that we write. Always start the instruction sentence with a verb like generate, create, build, write, differentiate, etc. The instruction should be clear, stating what you want the model to do. Context. Context refers to the perspective and the reason behind the task to be performed. Giving context is quite tricky because on one hand, you don't want to overshare and confuse the AI, and on the other, you don't want to give too little and end up with an not so accurate answer. So you need to find a middle ground in this case. The best way to give context is by giving these 3 sets of information: user's background, current situation, and intended outcome. For example, if you want LLM to write an email, do give the context covering on whose behalf the mail has to be written, for what situation, and what is the purpose of writing the email. Input data is the information that has to be given in the prompt based on which the output has to be generated. For example, if you have the task of reading 2-page document in 1 minute, you can take help of LLM to summarize the text. The original text will be the input data. Examples. They refer to the prototype or a model solution. This will greatly enhance output accuracy. I have a task lying in front of me. there's a database with a series of news headlines which has to be classified into health, market, or technology. I would like to take the help of LLM for this. If I just give the headlines and ask LLM to classify, it would be very difficult for the LLM without prior knowledge. So, I would like to train ChatGPT by giving some examples. Look at the prompt that I've created. Given a data set of news headlines, classify each headline into one of the following categories: technology, market, or health. Here are some examples. First headline: New breakthrough in renewable energy technology. And I am giving the category as technology. The second headline: Stock market hits record high amid economic recovery. The category is market. Now similarly, I also give few more examples as shown. Finally, the headline which needs to be classified is given here. COVID vaccine has been successfully administered. Let's now execute the prompt, and ChatGPT successfully classifies this headline as health. Persona. Persona indicates a role play. Think of a person whose expertise you would like to tap into. The person can be a real-life expert or even a fictional character. Ask the LLM to behave like this persona. The response will be shared from the perspective of the persona indicated. For example, you can direct LLM to be a surgeon, a counselor, analyst, etc. We will see this implementation further in the demo. Output format. The format of the output can be fine-tuned by including the format instructions in the prompt. For example, if you want the output tabulated so that you can copy it into a spreadsheet with column headers like ID, tweet, date, time, and sentiment, give this instruction along with the prompt. Tone. Tone indicates the voice of the output or in what style the message has to be generated. For example, if you are asking LLM to write an email, the tone can be casual or formal or witty or strict, etc. Now let's look at a case scenario where we can apply most of the building blocks of a sample prompt. In this example, you are an analyst by name Mary Rice. This is the given persona. Next comes the context where she has a meeting with the client. The instruction for the LLM is to create a minutes of meeting document. The points noted down during the meeting is provided as input data. The output format is also indicated where the MOM should comprise of objectives, attendees, key point, action items, etc. The tone has to be strictly formal. Now, I'm going to shift to ChatGPT and give this prompt to the LLM and see what is the output I get. Within seconds, ChatGPT is going to document the minutes of meeting with date, time, and location, with objectives, attendees, key points discussed, action items, next meeting, and conclusion. So, a structured MOM has been created within seconds based on the detailed prompt and template that was suggested. Now, to summarize the topics learned in this video: concept of prompt engineering and its basic structure, sample case scenario of use of prompt engineering.